let's get inspired. Stay tuned to my video talking about inspirational things. Come with me, let's see how this crazy world works out with me. We can do it, there's no doubt. With my inspirational thoughts, we'll toss the thoughts. Okay, so I'm gonna start doing these videos as a little diary. I created my page over a year ago. It's called Inspirational Talks because I just wanted to talk about inspirational stuff, and I just feel like I am so positive that I would like to share that with the world. Anyways, how I wanted to do these videos is not how I'm starting off. I am just starting off as a little journal because I feel like if I don't start off this way, I will not get to really post anything. Okay. The first video that I posted, as you guys can see, that I am more of a natural person and I don't really wear a lot of makeup and stuff like that. And now my hair is actually dread. The last video was synthetic dreads, so now I'm actually a dread. So please like, subscribe, and share my videos just to share a little positive vibes, as my sister loves to say. I like to send out cosmic energy, positive vibes, and everything. Anyways, the last video that I posted was about figuring out life, and I was in college, so I don't remember. I believe that I said that I started out that journey with God. I fasted, I prayed, and I said, God, I want to put you at the forefront of me going back to school, because honestly I did not know what I wanted to do. But anyways, I did college, and through my college I met friends and built new relationship, and also got to be in a position that was better. So I actually was in my program, and the program, it was at Salem State University, and it's called Human Healthcare Studies, and they really push you. They want you to figure out what you want to do with your life, and I was able to kind of figure that out while I was there. A part of their program is kind of figuring out what you want to do as a career path, and also going in that step to kind of see what that job would be like. So they call it job shadowing. So you'd have to reach out to an organization to do a shadow of a job that you feel that you wanted to do in the future. So I was going to school working full-time and taking 5 classes. My friend Lawrence is her name, but I call her Larry now because I'm gonna actually tell you guys why I call her Larry, but it's gonna come up. So she said, you have to take 5 classes just in case you want to drop one, because if you're only going to take 4 classes, what if you want to drop one? You're just going to be doing 3. So I was like, cool, I'll try. So I started taking 5 classes, and trust me, it was hard. And I feel like the time when I was going to school, I was a bit depressed too, because I felt like there was a lot of emotional things that I was dealing with that was new for me, and it really took a toll on my emotions. But I was so determined to finish school that I pushed myself. Sometimes I wonder how I did it, but I actually pushed myself, did my 5 classes, work full-time, and on top of that I was working at as a per diem, taking up overnight shifts too. So the job that I was doing was in human services. So I was like a mental health specialist, working in residential home with people who have mental health issues. So I did that, and I also worked at a different company for people for human services as well. So I was doing that. Then I figured, I kind of said, okay, I would love to be a healthcare administrator, so, or maybe human services. So the job that I was working at per diem at, I decided to email the HR manager to let her know that I'm interested in job shadowing her, and just to know what it's like to be in HR and kind of get a feel of it. She told me that okay, that I could shadow her for a couple hours, and I went and I did that. And while we were speaking, it turns out she was the lady that hired me for that company. She was a recruiter at the time, so she kind of got promoted into being an HR manager. So I told her that I was interested in seeing what HR is about, and she told me that they were looking for a HR admin, and it's part-time, like 24 hours a week, and it pays $11. I was working more than $11, and I was working full-time with benefits. Okay, let me tell you, at the time there was some shady stuff going on at my primary job, and it was just a lot of not good for me. And I wanted to take the risk of taking that part-time job and lowering the amount of money that I was making. I figured, you know what, it's an opportunity to get experience. Even though it's not making enough money, I was like, I'm willing to sacrifice. And it came at the right time too, because at that other job, it was getting so toxic and people were lying, and I just couldn't do that anymore. Anyway, so a month in being a part-time HR admin, their HR coordinator put in her notice, and they said, would you like to that position, the HR coordinator position, which is a full-time Monday through Friday 9 to 5 position. And I was just there a month, and they offered it to me. I didn't have any experience, and I was like, look at God, okay, the right steps, taking a chance. So I said, yeah, sure. So I ended up training with the lady before she left, and I took the job, and I was there for over a year, working and going to school at the same time. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. So I had to so I was able to graduate in 2 years. So I started September 2017, and because I was taking my 5 classes and going summer classes as well, because I was so determined to finish, because I really wanted to be able to support my family and my mom, because she wasn't working anymore because of an injury she sustained at a job, and I wanted to be able to provide. So that was my number one motivation to going back to school. Anyways, I took the position, and I was working full-time, going to my office job. So my friend Lauren said she wanted to be in HR as well. So I told her about the position that I was leaving, and I told my manager about her, that she's interested, and she ended up getting that job. So we were working together, and we had this co-worker, Paul, who was like, oh, Larry is the boy name for Lawrence. So he started calling her Larry. So that's how she got the name Larry. And I call her Larry now. And her friends are like, who is Larry? And it's Lawrence I'm talking about. But I just know, it just stuck as Larry. I call her Larry all the time now. So that's how she got the name Larry from Lawrence. Yeah, so we started working together, going to school together. We did everything together. We helped each other out for homework and everything, and we graduated together. I ended up doing my internship after work because I had to put in extra hours. I was able to graduate in May, but I wasn't finished with my internship, which is kind of weird. So I ended up getting my degree um in August of 2019, but I was able to walk the stage, and I also graduated with honors. Never in my life did I think that I could graduate with honors, but I did. I graduated with honors, and it was really nice just to feel such an accomplishment when because I did not know that I was going to be able to do it, especially with feeling depressed and trying to push myself and going through a lot of roller coaster throughout that time. So I finished college, and then the next step was okay, can I get a raise, because I appreciate everything that you guys have done for me, but now I need a raise because the bills weren't going anywhere. And let's just say I think it was October of that month, of that year, I got into a car accident again, going on the highway, ended up hitting someone in the back. My car got totaled, and that car that I had was a hot mess. So it was the end of that. So I'm like, okay, I needed a new car. I can't buy one. So I was advised to lease a car. So I leased a car. I got to lease a car. I was looking for employment elsewhere because they told me they weren't going to give me a raise, and I couldn't work for what they were paying me at the time. I really loved the company, but I was kind of underpaid, and I think it was because I didn't really have the experience that was needed for that job, but they took a chance on me, which I definitely appreciated. So I was looking for jobs all over, and let's just say that I ended up getting a job in Waltham for a lot of money at the time, more than what I was working, like pretty much double that. And it came at a perfect time too. That's why I'm saying everything just aligned. I'm telling you, God is good. It came at a perfect time. I needed a car. I needed to pay for that car, my rent, food to eat, and everything, other expenses. So I was broke. So I was like, I really needed a job, and the job came at a great time. So I was able to start my position in, I want to say, I think it was January, like the first week of January, that 2020. Or maybe it was 2019 late. Maybe it was in December. I can't remember, honestly. So many things happened since then. All right, so I started that position, and I had to let go of the other one. So I had to drive to Waltham, and it was a really nice company. It was different from human services, it was manufacturing. It was a different HR environment because my other HR team was awesome. Let me tell you, it was a great work environment. Everybody was great. My manager was awesome. The team was great. Everything was just good about that job, apart from the pay. But then, you know, life, you have to do what you have to do. So I worked at that job for over a year. What happened during that time? So yeah, so that's all that happened when it comes to my job. And the moral of the story is, you take a chance, even though you may not know where it's going to lead. Sometimes you just have to sacrifice for an experience. And it's not about the money until it becomes about the money, if you get what I mean. I sacrificed my my higher paying job full time to get the experience at a lower rate, and end up getting a full-time position with more money than I was making at the full-time job in the first place. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like, sometimes you just gotta jump and leap to get a goal. I was able to finish college. As I said, graduated with honors, get a full-time job without having the experience. So now I have my experience in HR. I know how to do certain things in HR. I know certain HR policies. So it was a good experience for me. So all of that happened after my last video. I have a whole bunch of things that I need to talk about otherwise, so please subscribe. As you can tell, I have a heavy tongue. Do not judge, okay? Judge not thy neighbor. I think that's how it goes, but if it's not how it goes, correct me. So basically now I have a lot of things that I need to talk about that happened for the past 3 years in my life. And as I said, it's about inspiration, and I like to inspire and get inspired myself. So I hope this video inspires someone to take a chance, even though the gamble may be minimal. But once you put God in everything, you never know, okay? So subscribe to my video as I tell more stories about my life journey, and trust and believe it's a lot that I have to unpack. And I'm gonna try to be as truthful as possible, because there's a part of my life that not a lot of people know about, that I hide, and people may suspect, but I had a lot, and I don't know how much of my life I'm going to share, but I just want to inspire as much as possible. So I'm going to just start doing my little journal here for my channel, and hopefully I'll inspire people. And again, please subscribe, follow, and like my video, share your comments. I am willing to hear people's experience when it comes to school, trying to figure out what they need to do in life. I know a lot of people don't like going to college because it doesn't work out, and you know, it's true. Sometimes it doesn't work out, sometimes it does. It just depends. So until next time I will talk about my journey after getting that job that paid a lot of money, and what happened there, and moving forward from there, and what happened the years to come. So yeah, so just a lot to share and talk about. As I said, I do not like makeup or anything, so you're gonna see a lot of natural videos. Sometimes you may see me all spruced up, but this is it for the most part, with my nice dreads, okay? Well, I hope you got something from my video, and talk to you next time.